Chapter 10. Longitudes and Latitudes. Reading Objectives. Solar System. Latitudes. Longitudes, the prime meridian. Time and climatic changes. The solar system has always been an interesting subject for our astronomers. The Sun, the Moon, the 8 planets, countless celestial bodies, comets, asteroids, minor planets, dust and gas. Everything in the solar system orbits or revolves around the Sun. Life is only present in the planet Earth, which is the 5th largest planet from the Sun. Today we are going to study our Earth. Earth is a part of the 8 planets. Earth's biosphere began 2.7 billion years ago. Enrich yourself. The Earth is the 3rd planet from the Sun and comes between the planet Venus and the planet Mars. It is the only planet that has an atmosphere containing 21% oxygen. It has liquid water on its surface. Its surface is split into plates, tectonic plates, which float on a rocky mantle, the layer between the surface of the Earth, its crest, and its hot liquid core. The liquids of the Earth is active, and as such earthquake and volcanic activities occurs. The Earth takes 365.25 days to complete its orbit round the Sun. The Earth orbits around the Sun on its imaginary axis, rotating right around in 24 hours. These the side of the Earth that face the Sun has day and the other side night. As the Earth orbits round the Sun, it tilts very slightly, and so we get the season. Due to this, each year we also get different seasons. The Earth is 93 million miles or 150 million kilometers away from the Sun. Its diameter at the equator is 7,928 miles or 12,760 kilometers. It takes 8 minutes for the sun rays to reach Earth. Now, test your knowledge. 1. How many days does the Earth takes to orbit around the Sun? 2. What is the distance between the Sun and the Earth? 3. Draw a picture of our solar system, showing the Sun and its 8 planets. Shape of our Earth and study of globe. Our Earth has an orange-like shape, slightly flattened at the 2 poles, North Pole and South Pole. It looks like a spherical object. Geoid is the actual word that defines the shape of the Earth. Because geode means earth-shaped. To properly study the shape of Earth, certain landmarks and reference points are universally accepted. When we look at the globe, we notice a fixed tilted imaginary line running through the globe. This is called axis, the Earth's axis. It is inclined at an angle of 23.5 degrees. The end of the axis are known as poles. The North Pole and the South Pole. The equator is an imaginary line perpendicular to this axis. It is equidistant from the 2 poles, and divides the globe into the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Most locations on the equator experience consistently high temperatures throughout the year. They also experience almost 12 hours of daylight every day during the year. On the equinoxes, autumn and spring, the Sun is directly overhead the equator, resulting in exactly 12 hours day and 12 hours nights. The equator passes through 14 countries, including Uganda, Kenya, Somalia, Indonesia, Ecuador, Colombia and Brazil. Latitudes. The latitudes are imaginary lines. They are defined by the angle created by a line connecting the latitude and the center of the Earth, and the line connecting the equator and the center of the Earth, and are named by the angle. The latitudes are always measured in degrees, each degree in further divided into minutes, and each minute into seconds. Some notable latitudes. 1. The Arctic Circle is the latitude 66 degrees 32 north. All locations falling north of this latitude are said to be in the Arctic Circle. The Antarctic Circle, on the other hand, is the latitude 66 degrees 32 south. Any location falling south of this latitude are said to be in the Antarctic Circle. Places in both these circles experience extreme weather and midnight sun, as well as polar nights. 2. The latitude 23 degrees 30 north is also known as the Tropic of Cancer. It makes the northernmost position on the Earth, where the sun is directly overhead at least over a year. This happened during the summer solstice in June, when the Earth's northern hemisphere tilted towards the sun. 3. The Tropic of Capricorn is the latitude that lies at 23 degrees 30 south of the equator. It is the southernmost position on the globe, where the sun is directly overhead during the winter solstice in December. The winter solstice occurs during the summer in the southern hemisphere. Sometimes, latitudes north of the equator are denoted by a positive sign and latitudes south of the equator are given negative values. This sign eliminates the need to add whether the specified latitude is north or south of the equator. Longitudes. Longitudes are geographical imaginary circles that intersect the north and south poles, and the equator. Half of a longitudinal circle is known as a meridian. Meridians are perpendicular to every latitude. A line of longitude is called meridian of longitude. Cartographer and geographer over the course of history have designated different locations as the main longitudinal reference point. Today, the meridian line through Greenwich, England is considered as the reference point for longitudes. This line is also known as the prime meridian. The prime meridian is set as 0 degrees longitude, and it divides the Earth into the eastern and the western hemisphere. Since a sphere has 360 degrees, the Earth is divided into 360 longitudes. The meridian right opposite the prime meridian, on the other side of the Earth, is the 180 degrees longitude. And at the equator, the distance between any two meridians is about 111 km per degree. In 1884, the British Royal Observatory at Greenwich, near London, was chosen as the prime meridian. Do you know, the imaginary lines drawn around the globe make the study of Earth easier. These lines make a pattern, and this pattern is known as grid. Get to know more. 1. What causes seasons? Seasons are caused by Earth's rotation around its axis that is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. 2. What is the midnight sun? It is a term used to refer to the sun that is visible at a location's local midnight. It can be viewed from locations within the Arctic and the Antarctic Circle during summer. Longitudes and time. The Earth takes 24 hours to complete a rotation. That is to say, the Earth takes 24 hours to pass through 360 degrees of longitude. So as to say, it becomes easy to find out the difference in local times if the two places are known. Two separate terms are used to calculate time: standard time and local time. The speed of Earth never stays same for the whole year. That is why, time on Earth is different at different places. To calculate time, these separate terms are universally accepted. Searching dictionary. Prime meridian. The 0 degrees meridian passing through the Royal Observatory at Greenwich local time. Time at particular place. Standard time. Time moves to the east. There are 360 longitude, and the difference of the time between each longitude is 4 minutes. In India, 88.5 degrees east has been considered as its standard time for the whole country. The Indian time is 5.5 hours ahead of Greenwich Mean Time, GMT. All the large countries in the world are divided in 24 time zones of an hour each. A time zone is a region that covers 15 degrees of latitude and takes an hour to pass the sun. Countries having a large east-west extent adopt more than one time zone. For e.g., Russia has 11 time zones and the US has 4 time zones. Local time. The time at a place fixed on the movement, rise and set, of the sun is called local time. Time zone. The world is divided into 24 time zones of an hour each. Each zone covers 15 degrees of longitudes. The standard time in a time zone is based on a meridian passing centrally through the zone. When people travel across zones, they have to adjust their watches. Get to know more. With the help of latitudes, certain zones of similar temperature conditions are categorized. There are 3 main heat zones. Torrid zone lies between Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle. 23.5 degrees north to 23.5 degrees Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degrees north to 23.5 degrees south. Temperature zone lies between Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle. 23.5 degrees north to 66.5 degrees north. Frigid zone means cold. Lies between Arctic Circle and the North Pole, 66.5 degrees north to 90 degrees north, and Antarctic Circle and the South Pole, 66.5 degrees south to 90 degrees south. It is the coldest region of the Earth. Word to know. Globe is a spherical model of the Earth. Geoid means Earth's shape. Latitude is the angular distance of a place north or south of the equator. Longitude is the angular distance of a place east or west of the prime meridian. IST means Indian Standard Time. GMT means Greenwich Standard Time. A time zone is a region that covers 15 degrees of latitudes and takes 1 hour to pass the sun. When the time in India is 6:30 p.m., it is 12 a.m. in London. And the formula is standard time of the country multiple of 4 minutes. Our Earth has 3 main heat zones: torrid, temperature, and frigid zone.